Welcome to the channel. This is your host, Bowman Day Trades, and this is my challenge of learning how to trade as a beginner so I can obtain financial freedom. I've been doing this challenge for over a week. I think we're on episode 8 of the challenge, and things haven't been going so great. The first few days, we had some good results. Um, but the discipline has definitely been lacking. Today we are down $3.47, and that is on buying a $10 buy-in. So how that's set up is I have my set to buy for $10, so it'll buy the most shares it can buy for that limit. This is after a big red day on, a few days ago. We lost almost over $300. So we moved $100 to a cash account to really put a limit on the maximum I can lose. Because recently some of my biggest challenges has been oversizing after a loss, so revenge trading, and then just over trading. A lot of times when I'm sitting here staring at charts for hours, everything looks like a good setup. So today I tried to stick to the strategy of just doing the $10, setting a stop loss before entering a trade, and trying to trade just that first front end, first half of a move. It was going good at first, but after a few bad fills, I kind of lost my cool and let a loser run too long. And yesterday I said, I'm going to try to put my max loss on the day to $1, and we went past that. It's okay, one day at a time. And again, what I'm grateful for is I only lost $3.47. I mean, a cup of coffee at Starbucks is more than $3. So, acceptable loss. But this still is a sign that I'm not ready to move past what is almost paper trading. It's not exactly paper trading, but when we're talking about losing $3, I'm not super worried about it. Well, let's go over some of the trades I took today. I started the day off with AHMA. I did most of my I did pretty much all of my trading in pre-market. I mean, man, I had a hard time falling asleep last night, so I don't think I got more than maybe 5 hours of sleep. So, that I've been told there's this creator that I watch, Lance B, the one Lance B, and he says that if he doesn't get a good 8 hours of sleep, he won't even trade. But with the way my schedule is, I work full-time at a warehouse, drive a forklift, and I'm on second shift. So I get off work at 11 o'clock, and to hit that, 7 a.m. Eastern time, to get up when news is being released in the morning, that's only 7 hours. From the time I get home from work till 6 a.m. is only 7 hours. So then I have to get home, unwind, pack everything up from the day of work, and get to sleep. And I don't think I fell asleep last night till 12:30. But let's look at the trade. So the very first trade I took today wasn't bad. I bought on this candle at $2.87. Okay, it opens here, so I buy here, it opens, dips down, comes back up, and I end up selling at $2.94 on this next candle. So that was let's just put it in the calculator here. So if I bought at 287, no, let's start with the sale price. I sold it at 294, and I bought it at 288. That's not right. 291 minus 288. Okay, so I guess I was only up 3 cents a share. That's not right. No. 294 minus 287. Wow, I'm really struggling today. I can get a 96% in my calculus class, but when it comes to basic arithmetic, you know, that'll be the end of me. All right, so first trade on the day. I bought this dip, right? It dips down, and I was watching this momentum guy, and what he'll do is he'll try to buy the dips when a candle, like a bottom candle wick forms. Like for example, let's just look at this candle here. So it opens here, it dips down, and as it gets bought back up, like a candle wick forms, and he will buy dips on, you know, bottoming wicks. I think that's what it's called. So I did the same thing here. It dipped, it started to get back up and formed a wick, so I bought. And it dips back down again, and I sell up here, and I make the 7 cents a share. All right, great. AHMA. I could have stopped here. I mean, it's one trade. It's only 7 cents. I lost $1 yesterday. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's keep going. So I would give this trade an A. On this very first trade, I took an A. An A for strategy, an A for entrance, and then I didn't trade the backside of the move. Could you argue that after this big topping tail, I was in the backside? I guess you could argue that, but so okay, maybe on strategy I get a C, okay, because the move wasn't over, but it wasn't exactly the front side. So C on strategy and a B on entry. Trade number 2, CWD. All right. So we trade CWD. It doesn't hit my scanner until this second leg up. All right. And I buy in on this candle. Again, I'm trying to buy these the bottoming tails here, the bottom candle wicks, and when it opens, goes lower and gets bought back up, that's my entry. So I buy at $1.01. All right, I buy at $1.01. The candle closes, and then I sell at $1.03, which was up here. So I got a small gain. So that was another 2 cents. So let's go to the calculator. All right, so at this point, I'm up 9 cents on the day. Fantastic. And again, on this trade, I would give it an A for entry, an A for setup, you know, kind of front side of the move, maybe a B. You know, you could argue that this was the front side, but you know, the move wasn't over. I mean, it looks like it didn't really start reversing until right around market open. Alright, but I kept trading it. I didn't quit trading it, so that's kind of where things went wrong here. So this was my first loss. We bought at 120, sold at 118 on this candle. And I started to get really bad fills. I tried to get on this candle. In one candle, I bought at 118, sold at 114. Bought at 117, sold at 114, and then bought again at 117. So I tried to make 2 trades, and it just wasn't working out. And then I end up selling at a loss at 103. I mean, oh wait, no, that was up here. Let me try to find the symbol for today, because it's hard to track, all that. Symbol piano. It's not showing up on my, I'm trying to pull it up here, like, sort it by symbol, but nothing nothing is showing up. What chart? Sorry, I'm like, I should have gotten this ready before I made the video, but all right. So we lost overall. We lost $1.70 on this stock. 177. So down $1.68. But I keep trading. I took another trade. I should have just let it end here, And I don't know what was going on, like, with these fills. Like, for example, I 120. It filled at 123, but I hit the buy button around like 110. So, and I was using last price, buy last price with an offset of 1 cent. And I don't know it. So I don't really understand what was going on with the fills today. Maybe I wasn't looking at the spread. Like right now, the spread is 1 cent, right? What the spread was on this candle, I wasn't even looking over here. I was trying to catch those bottoming tails, and it just didn't work out. And then I was so discouraged at this point. I just wanted to throw in the towel. So we're gonna look at the last. Luckily, I only traded 3 stocks, but on those 3 stocks, I overtraded. After that first win, I don't think I won again. Bought at 109, sold at 117. Okay, that was a win. Bought at 123, sold at 127. I mean, that one just. I think I was just. What happened was, now I remember. Let's see if we can look at this on the 10-second chart. Where even was that? I found out if I'm not zoomed in enough, these like buy and sell candles don't even show up. Where was it? Okay. Was this it? No. Okay. 123. On this candle. See, like, what's not making sense about this is, how is it showing that I bought on this candle, right? It's clearly above this candle. 123. But the high is only 121. So this thing isn't even right. So I know I bought here. It formed the wick and then it started to come back up and I bought and it just filled me. Man. I don't know, it just filled me way up here and like, as soon as I bought it, like, I hit the buy and I was instantly red on this thing. I don't know what happened. So I was just upset at the fill, and then as this thing fell, I couldn't sell it because I was just so mad at how it filled. And even now, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that I got such a bad fill. I'm disappointed that it basically knifed down. Man, what a disappointing day. So then this app, right, it just keeps going up. Like, this stock runs, right? I don't know what percentage gain that is. It goes from 60 cents, and it has a high of, it's almost a 200% run, right? This thing is running 200%, and I lose, I somehow lose 10% on this trade. I could have, if I had bought you know, any one of these good dips, I could have made a lot on it, but I guess I'm still in that learning process. So after this run, alright, let's look at the last stock. We're going to look at the last stock that I played today. And it was a disaster. Alright, I buy at 132 on this candle. Where is that even? And again, this was another just absolutely horrible fill. I did not hit the buy button right here. I hit the buy button like on this candle over candle high. And it's somehow it fills way up here at the top of the candle. Opens red. I'm just so upset. So this is like kind of second. I'm mad. This thing is like flying up and down. And after seeing that last stock run 200%, I'm just like, I'm just going to sit in this stock. And maybe if I sit in it long enough, it'll go up. But it doesn't. So it starts to fall. I buy one share here. It falls further. I buy another share. So I'm in this thing for, $11, $12. And I just sit in it. Like an hour goes by. I'm just sitting in this stock, hoping that maybe on the open it'll run up. Right? It goes up, it falls. The volume is so low on this thing. We're down to like 3,000 shares traded, opposed to the peak of 800,000 shares traded. So there's just no volume in this thing. It's not really going anywhere, and I got out. I got out of the trade. We're down $3.47, so risk management today, F. Setups today, D. Say a passing grade is C. I got a D. D on setups, D, F on risk management. I blew past my $1 max loss. Even say an aggressive max loss is 3%. That's $3. So I blew through any notion of a max loss. Pretty much what saved me today from losing more is that on a cash account, you don't have instant settlement on your money. So when you run out of buying power, that's it for the day. I'm down to 2 cents of buying power, and that's the only reason I didn't lose more. So my weakness right now is over trading, not sticking to my max loss, going into like a kind of state of shock and panic when I get bad fills, and then just holding the stock for so long, hoping it will go up. I mean, the news on this wasn't bad. Out of all of the stock, let me pull up the scanner and look. Out of all of the news on all the stocks today,
DNN,
BRRM.
Okay, where is it? Listen to the news. Auth ID achieves Microsoft Entra Verified ID Identification partner certification. That's great. That sounds like good news. So why did this stock take a dump? And then, what's the other one? CWD? And then the stock that runs 200%. Oh, Caliper advances real estate fund tokenization strategy with Chainaling. What? Tokenization? Some kind of... I don't even know what that is. Sounded like some kind of Bitcoin headline. And we all know what Bitcoin's done. It's it's down 50% from its highs at $100,000. So why my stock didn't run, and then this other stock ran, I can't even tell you. I don't know. But here we are. I'm still learning. I think putting the $1, putting the $100 in this cash account, I think it was a good decision. I guess when I blow this account in 4 months, how many more days can this go on? If I lose $3 a day. So let's see. We're at $95 right now. We lose $3 a day. Probably about 20 days. Because we have about 30 days left. 30 trading days. 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, at this rate, if I keep losing $3 every day, in 6 weeks, this $100 will be gone. you know, so let's try to do better. Monday, the market's closed tomorrow. Monday, let's try to do better. Okay, well, another day of learning. At this point, I am the biggest threat to my account. My lack of discipline, I suppose you can say. Maybe getting up at 6 in the morning, or without all that much sleep is not a good decision. Maybe I need to change. Maybe I need to change my buying strategy, because I should have sold when I bought, and I was instantly down 3 cents a share on it. Like the second I buy it, I should have just got out. But maybe I need to change this. Buy last, buy ask. I don't know. And then I have sell. I'm selling on the bid. And then I have different, sell 100%, sell 50% of my shares, sell 25% of my shares, and then sell 100% of my shares. So this offset of negative 3 cents is if I just absolutely need to get out immediately. I don't know. Okay. Thanks for joining me. If you watched to the end, please like and subscribe. I could really use the support, people's support on my journey. Now, I'm a beginner, only been trading a few months. It's to be expected. They say 90% of traders lose money in their first year. So I think at least on the positive note, I'm identifying what I'm doing wrong. Although I've been identifying what I've been doing wrong the last few weeks, and nothing's changing. So Monday, I'm going to take the weekend. I don't have a choice. The market's closed, so I'm going to take the weekend off. Maybe if I'm not green on my first trade, maybe that will be it. I just won't trade the rest of the day. Or maybe I'll just take one trade in the day, and that's it. And either I'm green or I'm red. I mean, I would lose less than $3 if I did it that way. It wouldn't be as much fun. But maybe I'll think about that for Monday. Just take one trade on the day and let that be that. Alright, everybody. This is Brian signing off.